Hey guys, it's Shay with Shay's Urban Edibles. Today I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to be making garden to table eggplant casserole. Come along. Alright, so I have already started by preparing my onion and my bell pepper. I have one white onion that's been diced, and I also have a whole bell pepper that's been diced. I've set actually four garlic cloves aside. I'm going to put those in once I start stir frying the ground beef. I got my eggplant straight out of the garden. I'm going to slice these in round pieces, probably about a quarter of an inch, maybe a little bit thicker. And I'm going to dip them in an egg batter and then also dip them in a breadcrumb batter and fry them. So that's one. You don't have to worry about peeling the eggplant because you're going to fry it. That will make the outer part of the eggplant tender enough to chew. And so you don't have to worry about peeling it. If you want to, that's fine, but that's not something that I do. And get one more piece off of this. Almost. The pan that I'm going to be cooking it in is this glass pan. And I think I can probably get about 2 or 3 layers in here. Now the batter that I'm going to be using is already seasoned, so I won't add too much salt to this eggplant, but what I will add is a small amount of black pepper. I think I need to put up one more, but I'll do that after I get these battered and fried. So I've got these Italian breadcrumbs. I'm going to add these in along with this. This is the Louisiana fish fry. Put a decent amount because I got quite a few that I need to fry. Get the bowl out for my egg batter. I'm going to make that in here. Grab me a couple of eggs from the chicken coop. Wash those thoroughly. pepper on these. I'm going to add 2 creamers. Excuse me. I got my deep fryer outside because I don't want to make the house any hotter than it's already going to be from turning on the oven. And so I'm going to step outside and fry these. Come out, we'll place them on here. Alright, I got 2 ready to get battered. Drop them in there, shake it up. Hush, Coco, hush! Alright, that one's ready to go in. Alright, got my first 4 ready to go in. Alright, I ended up using a total of 3 eggplants. They are all fried golden. These are ready, so all I have to do now is go ahead and get my ground beef stir fried. Alright, ground beef's in the pot. Stir fry for a little bit, add some seasoning. Black pepper. A little bit of slap your mama. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Turn it down a little bit. I may need to add some olive oil. Matter of fact, let me get a little olive oil. The olive oil to help it cook down. gotten to the point where the ground beef has cooked down. I'm ready to add in my onion and bell pepper and my garlic. I am also going to add in a couple of tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Ouch. That's hot. Where's my glove? Oh, here it is. My Italian seasoning. Oh, look. Turns out that's all there is. Alright, and I'm going to let this cook a couple of more minutes, and then what I'll do is I will strain it to get the excess grease off of it. I got garlic that needs to go in. Press. The 4 heads of the 4 cloves of garlic that I wanted to add into this. That smells so good. Alright, let's get this strained to remove the excess grease. better and a little doughier. Actually, there was a decent amount of grease. So that's grease and water. Alright, ground beef is cooked. I've added the onions, the bell peppers, some Italian seasoning, some garlic, a little onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and then I also added some Slap Your Mama seasoning. What I'm going to do now is, I didn't make my own sauce. I bought a sauce from Walmart, which is unusual for me, but it is a Rouse homemade vodka sauce. It comes highly recommended. And so this is what I wanted to try with this eggplant casserole. They had this at, I picked it up at Walmart. I think it was like $7 a jar. But like I said, it came highly recommended, so I am anxious to try it. Give this a whirl for a little bit, and then I can start layering this on top of the eggplant. Preheat my oven to 350. Alright, so my sauce has cooked down a little bit. I am ready to start layering it with the eggplant and the cheese. So I have a cheese mix, Mexican style cheese mix. It says it's a blend of cheddar, Monterey Jack, Asadero, and quesadilla finely shredded cheeses. I went with this. Sometimes Parmesan can be a little chewy, and I felt like that was a good mix. So I've already done my first layer of eggplant in the pot, and it took me, what, a total of 6 slices of eggplant. I am going to add my ground meat on top. Got that layer. I'm going to add a layer of cheese. And then on top of this layer of cheese, I'm going to add another layer of eggplant. And we can go for another layer of ground beef with the Rouse vodka sauce. I would imagine that if you're a big fan of eggplant and you prefer more eggplant than you do meat and cheese, you can slice your eggplant a little thicker. Alright, got our meat sauce in there, a little bit more to the side. Add another layer of cheese, and then we'll top it off with the eggplant. I got plenty of meat sauce left for my next eggplant casserole. And I would imagine that I will be making another one soon, and the reason why is because my eggplant are producing so well this year. All right, got that topped out. We can now add the foil paper to cover it. And then we'll be baking it in the oven for about 40 minutes. Oven set to 350. I'm going to put it in the oven on a little rack and set my timer for 40 minutes and let it do what it does. I'll bring you guys back when I'm about to pull it out of the oven. Alright, the 40 minutes has passed. I've removed it from the oven. Bubbling, it's steaming, it looks delicious. Ooh, it smells scrumdiddlyumptious. Alright, I'm gonna try some. Give it a try. See how well it came out. Ooh, it's still piping hot. It's delicious. And the Italian breadcrumbs make it even better. Puts me in the mind of the lasagna. but it's made with eggplant, which makes it a lot healthier than all that pasta. That's good. Oh, I appreciate you guys for joining me while I cook this eggplant casserole. This is a delicious recipe. I will leave it down in the comments. If you guys enjoy my content or find my content interesting, I'd appreciate if you could like, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, between time, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.